Welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. We are back for day 3 of Distant Star Cares Play Live 2018. We are here with Argick, playing some Hat in Time.
Do you want to say the name again? I heard Argick.
Sorry, I'm using my phone, not the best quality. I
Oh,
apologize.
that was brilliant. It's like that's a new one getting added to the list.
I try every time to try to get it right.
Oh, it works well. So how are you doing?
I am doing well, and yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Hopefully going to get a good run here to show everybody just how good a hat and speed time run. Okay, even I'm messing up words. Let's leave it at that.
Oh yeah, caffeine is not kicking in. So I am ready to go on timer when you are ready to start, my friend.
I am ready. I will let you know. So the time will start once we have control of Hat Girl, really. So I'll try and give you a countdown. Here we go. So 3, 2, go. Just go. I missed one. Time. So welcome to a Hat in Time speedrun, guys. Reason for the poor timing there is because this game actually uses an auto splitter. The developers were kind enough to include both an individual level timer and an overall run timer on the screen. You'll see it at the top there, as well as the time that you'll have. It's a little platformer game here based on some of the collectathons from the 90s and the noughties, such as Mario Sunshine or Banjo-Kazooie and the games like that. We are Hat Girl. We are going to be using our wonderful hat powers to recover the timepieces that have landed on this mysterious planet. We stitch our hats using yarn that I just grabbed here. This particular run is routed in such a way where we will be grabbing 26 timepieces, and we will also be grabbing as many yarns as we need to craft, I believe it's 4 hats. So here we've crafted our first hat, which is a speed hat. And I'm already butchering getting the first timepiece here. What you saw me try to do there was to combine 2 cutscenes together, where the timepiece was spawning as well as crafting a hat. Unfortunately, I was too busy talking and I forgot to do that, but there we go, it's all good. The way this game works as well is it is routed through collecting these little critters called pawns. You need pawns to enter into certain levels. You want to keep an eye on your pawn count. We need 5 to get into the second level here. Thankfully, we grabbed 5 around the fountain in there, and that will allow us to open up. She came from outer space. So as you can see here, we're going to be covering ourselves in mud. But this game, it's a great little game to sit and play, even better to speedrun, because the movement is very fluid, and routing for the different timepieces is a lot of fun. Any percent is fairly set in stone, I believe. I don't believe a lot of people change up the particular route here. But all timepieces, well, as the name suggests, you go after all 40 of them, and it can be really good. So a quick skip here, we're going to lure this bird over, and we're going to take damage, and through the invincibility frames, we're going to grab that second ticket. It's going to dupe the ticket and give us 3, which will allow us to grab a few extra pawns and an extra yarn. So now, once we cover ourselves in mud here, we want to make sure we don't fall in water. If we fall in water, we become clean. Don't want to be clean, as the Mafia are scared of us while we are covered in mud. So we are going to grab ourselves as many yarns as we can here, because we want to craft the brewer's hat during the next little cutscene up here. So that is another yarn, our last yarn, just up the corner here. And then we're going to go see the guy and scare him. Mafia scared of little girl. Presto! So they are scared of us because we came from outer space and we're a spooky monster to them. So using our umbrella here, our umbrella is our main weapon, but it can also be used to collect these pawns when they're not grouped up together, which is quite lucky for us. Make sure we don't get hit by that guy. Oh, really? Unfortunately, I tried to do a dive jump there and ended up accidentally not jumping out of it quick enough, meaning I bonked and fell down. The way this game works, obviously, we've got different jump styles. You have a standard double jump, you have a sprint jump, and you also have the ability to dive while in midair. These are all just different movements that allow you to make some rather tricky jumps at times. We do have a special jump coming up that I will explain more once we get to it, called a sprint double jump. I think we've busted all sound, which is not great. Oh no! But that has finished level 2 there. But we are gonna just jump into the next level, which should be Down with the Mafia, maybe? I think. I don't know. I can't remember. Mwahahaha. It's not. It's Battle before Down with the Mafia. We gotta go fight the Mafia. The Mafia have captured someone. We need to go save them. Dun dun dun. So we're just gonna do our wall jumps here. Again, inspired by things like Mario 64 with the wall jumps. Really fun. So again, you can see here, as I said, that's a long jump just into a dive that allows you to gain a lot of height here. What we're going to be doing is we're just going to be fighting the Mafia while they come around. Smack, smack, smack. Come to Papa Mafia. Why you little... We're going to switch to the Brewer's Hat here, and then we're going to whack him 3 times. We're going to jump on his head and then toss a potion at him, because that should take him out. I'm going to do the same to his buddy here. When they're glowing red, you can hit them with your umbrella. So you have to use, either have to jump and homing attack, or just jump on their heads there. We're going to switch back to the sprint shoes. Sprint hat, sprint shoes, grab our pawn, and then we're just going to stand here. So, how are you guys doing? Like, do you think Mafia should control the town? He's having fun? I hope you're having fun. I'm not right. You heard him. We're not allowed to think about avoiding barrels, so I won't avoid the barrel. It's fine. It's fine, Mafia man. I'll do what you say.
Stand still.
I am. He doesn't know what I'm doing. So we're going to switch off to the Brewer's Hat here. I'm going to charge me up a nice potion. And then when the last barrel blows up there, we're going to move towards him. Because when he's coming down, we can toss that at him to make him hit the ground quicker. Again, same plan with this guy. Just jump on him, toss a potion, hit him 3 times, rinse and repeat until he goes splat. And when he goes splat, we're going to head to the timepiece. In every level, what you want to try and do is you want to try and be at the location where the timepiece spawns. That way, you don't have to jump to it. You're not wasting any time grabbing the timepiece. It's just immediately level ends and away we go. Here, we're just going to do a quick cutscene skip. Just return to the hub. Level's already done. We've got nothing to worry about. And you're all good. So, of course, Mafia did not take too kindly to us rescuing Mustache Girl there. We are now friends with her. She enjoys it, and she has a really good idea. Her really good idea, of course, is to take down the Mafia. So we're going to take down the Mafia. Going to use our kettle cannon here. Flying up to Mafia HQ. And you can see her just hiding at the top there. So another thing here is when you do a dive on the ground, if you press either the jump button or the dive button again at the right moment, you'll do a perfect boost outside of a dive. You'll see a lot more of these in terms of movements. It's just a timing thing. If you get the timing down, you get this nice boost, and it makes movement a lot faster than normal. Obviously, my main form of movement is going to just be using the sprint hat, because we want to go fast. I'm going to do a little bit of a cheat here using the chair and the lamp to just jump up to here to grab an item. This bucket of food is going to be used to press down a button over here. We'll jump across the button, press the button, grab our key, and we're just going to sprint our way into the back. You know, you're never meant to go into the back room of a Mafia base. Who knows what's there? Oh, hello, Mustache Girl. Keeping an eye on our pawn count as well. We're at 84, which is fine. We need to be at 100 by the time we try and do Heating Up Mafia Town, as we need 100 pawns to unlock that. So I'm just going to grab these just to be super safe, and hopefully attempt a skip up here. So jumping between these two areas, we are able to stand on parts of the level that you would otherwise unable to get to. Quick run up the wall here. We jump, we dive. This skips a gate coming up and fighting 2 other Mafia guys, and takes us into the boss fight. So the boss fight here is that we want to dodge the Mafia Don's attacks. I think it's a Don, is that the right term? Ideally, he will not drop too many sacks on us, but we'll wait and see what happens. But we are going to be setting up for a glitch. He's not happy with us, he's going to get us. Oh, he's dropping all the sacks. So that's a homing attack there, where if you're in the air and you press X, you will homing attack towards the guys. Again, we want to just jump on his head while dodging this. He is invincible while he's doing this stuff. Taking the hit there's not bad, because there's a health down here. I love the themes for all the bosses. It's a shame that we don't get to do more of them. So I want to make sure I'm at a decent amount of health here, because we will be taking 2 points of intentional damage, as we're going to be doing a glitch to end this fight quicker. Okay, so we got unlucky. He did the double sacks. He's going to jump up again. He's going to toss his stuff at us. We're going to miss him. I'm now charging a potion and running to this corner because he's about to use Mafia Ball, but it's not going to go according to plan. Somebody should tell him his special move doesn't work. So for whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure why this happens, but if you charge a Brewer's Potion at that side when he's summoning the ball, he'll just jump off and jump through the floor, ending the fight early. Interesting, but not sure why it occurs. So unfortunately, well, that's the last we're going to see of him. Poor Mafia no have boss anymore. So again, we're just going to come back into our Mafia town. We've got the Golden Vault. So another special thing that you're going to see happening now and again is you're going to see time rifts being detected. Time rifts are little portals that open up once you've got through a certain level or you have a certain number of timepieces. These will open up kind of Super Mario Sunshine-esque flood levels. You'll see what I mean when we get into them here, but we know exactly where this is. So we're just going to do a jump. We're going to slide our way down, jump out, and then land in towards the rift. So we get these little time areas. Time rift sewers. So this level is going to just be all timing based. You're on cycles here for these platforms. We're just going to skip a lot of them. This is where you're also going to see the fact that you can do jumps and then boosts and whatnot. Or you can fail it and you can fall down. Alright, good job. So unfortunately there what happened was I didn't get the perfect button on my boost, so I just fell down. Which is not great, because now I'm off cycle. Well, there you go. It happens at times. The game is very precise when it comes to things like that. There we go. That's what I want to do, but I'm going to wait to be super safe here. Do a sprint long jump. Jump up here, grab on that, and away we go. We are then going to just take our jump up here. Jump, 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 jump. Run, run, run. The good news is Hat Girl here will run up most flat surfaces. If they are close together, you just do wall jumps to get up things. The main thing you want to worry about is if you accidentally do a dive and you end up hitting the wall. That's never a great sign. And at the end of these time rifts, we get to do some roulette. It gives you different hats, or rather, sorry, different skins for your hats, different colors for your clothing, or different soundtracks for the game. It's random each time you get them. It's a pretty cool little touch. Is it Sunshine? It's totally Sunshine. Like, it's inspired by Sunshine and it's brilliant for it. It really is. So golden ticket here, we're going to do more ticket duping for us. You can do a double dupe, which is only collecting 2 tickets using damage boosts. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that yet, so I'm going to just take it safe and grab 3 tickets instead of 4. Cheers, Axel. Cheers for being here. Also, remember, at the end, you can decide what we'll do with Mustache Girl, if we're going to give her a timepiece or not. That's currently a donation bid war. So you guys can decide if we're going to be nice or if we're going to be mean. But if you've watched me before, the answer is always be nice. So here we're going to just get hit by the fire deliberately, dive into the ticket. So that causes the ticket dupe to take place. I already have 100 pawns. We don't have to worry about grabbing some extra ones. This is a stage that you would want to do that. And this allows us to come in here. Land roughly where the timepiece is going to spawn. Ideally, you want them perfect, but it's easier said than done to get them. I'm finishing the level in 53 seconds. It's all good. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Mashing all the buttons here. So now with that level done, we're going to unlock Heating Up Mafia Town. So if you've ever heard of the game The Floor is Lava, this is effectively what's happening now. Somehow they have managed to turn all their faucets to full blast on hot, and it is now lava. You're not allowed to touch the ground here, so it's a lot of cool jumps that you're going to see us do. But we're also going to do some checkpoint abuse as well. Every time you turn a faucet back to water, you gain a checkpoint. However, it gains a checkpoint in the sense that you do not have to turn that faucet back on. So hit it twice and then we can leave it. We want to do this for the first 4, I believe. Again, just doing some wall jumps and grabbing on the ledges here. If I do this properly, don't get hit by the fish thing. take an intentional damage boost up on here. 1, 2. If you smack them too fast, you will have to hit it a third time. So you have to space out your hits there. Do a nice big jump here. Get the dash over. And then just dash, jump, dash, jump. Dash, jump, and then dive. Whack off both. Hopefully I don't end up in the lava. I haven't, which is nice. Going into the kettle to go through the rest of the world if I actually let go of the sprint button. And then we're going to grab the one over here, hopefully using a little bit of a cheat, because we need to be at 3 health. So we just deliberately do that. It saves us having to jump up off these rocks and that for a bit. Not meant to do that. Jump off the tree. Oh no, tree was not solid today. Jumped a little bit too far. Instead of hitting the tree, I ended up hitting the leaves. So 3 health for coming over here, because we're going to end up over that faucet area. That tap. So we're just going to jump, jump, dash, hit once, hit twice, nice and toasty, down to 1 health, hit this twice, and then we take a death. Checkpoint still spawns, which means we're fine, and it will spawn us back up the top, which is closer to the last one that we need to press. So a little bit of a damage boost there, a little bit of a death warp. Hitting this one, away we go. Accidentally running the wrong way. There you go. Thankfully, when this game plays cutscenes, you do keep all your momentum and whatnot, so I should be fine there. And then we're going back into our cannon. Up to the top. Boom. Bye! Let's see if we can get this glitch working. I don't think I can, but we'll see what happens. Come on, game, give me the glitch, give me the glitch. Yay! Whee! Swag ending. Ow. So if you manage to hold like a dash button while you're grabbing the timepiece there, all collision is unloaded and you just fall down to the lava. Doesn't do anything other than have a really awesome ending to that particular level, and I believe that's us finished. So now we are going to head to our contractually obligated second level. So we are now going to head to Subcon Forest, where we're going to meet probably one of the best characters in the game, I think. Snatcher is an amazing character. I know it's a speedrun, but I'm going to let him shout his signature line because it's just brilliant. Unfortunately, what we do have coming up is we're going to get trapped. There is a skip here that we can do. This particular skip allows us to get past this this bag sequence. We don't have to do any of this. Unfortunately, it's a few very precise jumps, and if you fail it, it can cost you anywhere of up to a minute anyway, so it's not worth going for right now for me. Once I'm more confident in my jumping abilities, we'll go for that. But right now, we're waiting. But then we panic! It doesn't matter, there's nothing you can do to speed this up. There we go. So now, we blew it, we fell into his trap, and we now have to sign his contract. I highly recommend you not to sign his contract and see what happens. But yeah, we've not got a soul anymore. Our soul is gone. This is not good. This is not good at all. What are we gonna do? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what he wants us to do. We're gonna go into Subcon Forest, and we're gonna go into Subcon Village and see if we can do what we need. Oh, that's right. He's telling us to murder the spirits. He's not a very nice guy. So we're grabbing our paintings here. The paintings are alive, but we have to put them in fire. So hopefully if I do this right, I will toss that away and it'll stay for us. Gotta mash through his text, because if you're not quick enough, the picture will despawn. I've had that happen to me on a few occasions. Goodbye, Mr. Mafia Man. You're in the painting that I just sent to burn. I don't know how I feel about that. Again, just grabbing as many random ones as we can, because we will need a few later on again. Stick that in the fire. So, jumping up, running up everything, avoiding as much of the platform as we can. Finally burning all the platforms, and by the time the little cutscene starts, I want to own that chest! Thank you! And then... dive, dive, dive! Nice. So we're fairly close to where the timepiece is going to spawn here. Again, a lot of this stuff is just knowing where things are and taking advantage of the cutscenes when you can. So sign the contract for mail delivery service. The reason we sign this one is because the next level we're going to do is actually Subconwell and Vanessa's Manor. Vanessa's Manor can be accessed without having her contract. This means you don't have to sign all of them, saving the time it would take you to do that. I'll show you how this works here. If you do bag skip at the start, you never sign any contract, so you have to use the first level to go into the remaining levels. Hey, Driz. So that's all nice and done. So mail delivery service we're going to ignore here because it will give us Subconwell in a minute. Poof. Subconwell. Now, Subconwell is where we're going to get our hook shot, or the swing shot, or whatever you want to call it. Nifty little item, makes climbing this well really good. But first we have to find the well, so where is it? Ah, thank you. So again, we got to just activate more of the paintings, or burn more of the paintings. What burning the paintings is actually doing here is it's opening up more of the level for us. The level right now is blocked off by flaming walls. We're not allowed to go past those. So burning these paintings helps the spirits that then removes the walls for us. She also likes to burn things. So the swamp here, it does... You can see the hands coming up for us. The hands there will grab us and void us out if I'm not lucky, like that. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Come on, grab it. She doesn't want to grab that, but thank you very much. That allows us to jump and get that without having to rely on the bell here. There is a little skip between the tree and the well that can send you shooting upwards. However, it's hard to pull off for me, so we will climb the well as intended, grabbing some pawns on the way. Because we love our pawns. So jump into there just to miss the water. Fortunately, still hit the water, but fair enough. So in the well now, grab as many of these pawns. Here I'm at 63. Pawn count's fairly low at the moment, but that's not to worry. Blow that up, grab our swing shot badge. This badge allows us to now swing on these lanterns that have been placed around. Instead of swinging around in clockwise, we'll just use the chest to jump up, grab this yarn, and then just jump over to the button and dive. Dive off the button. Nah, I missed the dive button, so we'll be at the top there, which is fine. It should allow me to grab more of these. 71 pawns is all good. And now this is where the fun thing begins. If I pull this off, it's going to be a series of swings and a series of jumps that should allow me to get up the top here fairly well. So we want to just jump, swing. That didn't work, so we'll recover with that. Nice. Okay, that went well. Good recovery. Had to do the backswing, which is fine. Run up the wall, swing off this thing. Jump, jump, dive to the pipe and run up the side of it. That's not a bad ascent for the well there. So again, grabbing our pawns, waiting for our cutscene to play here. I'm quite happy with how that went. I didn't fall back in the water, which is good. So I'm mashing the dive button here because if you're quick enough, you can just get a little dive before the cutscene plays, getting you a little bit further forward. Yeah, we got it. We got it. So our timepiece is out the well now. We're out the well. We can just come back here and have some fun now. And that's timepiece number 9. Well, we've been live for 33 minutes, so is that not going to be half an ounce of water? Of which I have beside me, so I am following Stay Hydrated Bot's instructions. But no, so again, next level is Queen Vanessa's Manor, but we don't have her contract yet. We don't have the contract to do that. Thankfully, we can go in via either Subconwell or contractual obligations because we got rid of the... Well, we got rid of the fire that was blocking the way, basically. Actually, I don't think there is fire blocking the way to her mana. We're just taking that because this will allow us to grab a few extra pawns coming here and just slide all the way down. Whee! Slide on the belly, jump out. Just do some jumps now. I would do a boost here, but knowing my luck, I'd fall down and then end up having to run backwards again. Want to dodge his trap, because if you go into any of the Snatcher's traps again, he will force you to sign a contract. And now, instead of doing these puzzles as intended, we're just going to be using some cool movement on top of the bells here to just get over all these ice walls that are in the way. You're meant to use the cherry bombs to blow them up. We don't need to do that. But as long as you do a double jump plus a dive will allow you to get up most of these. This one here, you don't even need to do the dive, but I do it for safety anyway. There you go. So again, you can see the boosts here. If you do them properly, you gain a nice speed as you come out of the dive there. Depending on your ground that you're aiming for, your timing will be slightly different. So we're going around the back of the manor as the front door is locked. Dun, dun, dun. So those of you that have played this before will know that Queen Vanessa's Manor is meant to be a scary horror type situation where we must get to the top of the manor without being caught by Queen Vanessa. However, the devs believed that this would be too scary for some people, so after we grab the yarn, we're just going to hide in here, duck, and skip the entire thing. Using the tip of the door here, we're just going to jump over the trigger that tells us about this chest. And unfortunately, that's Queen Vanessa's Manor. There is an intended skip for this that skips the entire section. So I apologize if you were looking forward for some scary. There is no scary. Not today. Although, now that we've finished that level, we will have access to Queen Vanessa's contract. Queen Vanessa's contract spawns us at the bottom just before we head over into the jumping area. We're going to use this to go do both our time rifts. Or at least we're going to start with the pipe one. So from the pipe here, we are just going to head in. Instead of heading forward over the bridge again, just going to head backwards. Dodge the sign there, and just head right over this way. This is where we go. Come on, let me up. Thank you. And into the time rift. Pipe. We're in the pipe. This one is just a case of you have red platforms. If you're standing on a red platform, it will just fall down. You've got to be careful not to fall. There we go. If you are fairly quick, you can make this particular cycle. I like to take it safe here right now, because if I try and get the red platforms and I miss it, it's no good. No good whatsoever. Using the swing shots here, we can miss that particular gear. You just fall short of being able to grab that one, though, unfortunately. If only we could find a way to get a little bit more height, we could skip it. This particular one, you just miss. Same with this one. It's like, yep. The game gives you the tools. It's up to you how you use them. There's no set way to do this, which is nice. Like, for example, I'm just going to do that. Whee! Camera likes to move left and right now, which is not a good thing. So we're just going to swing back. There you go. Catching ourselves another time rift piece. I love this place because if you look carefully in the background, you'll see flying space whales. Another color. I was kind of hoping for a hat. A running gag that I have is that if you get the Alice band, which changes the sprint hat to kind of a ladybug thing, the run is blessed. It's always nice when a run is blessed. So now we're going into the final level in this one. It is mail delivery service. Now I have to be... This is the first time where we're actually going to switch controller inputs here. We're going to move from controller to mouse and keyboard. And the reason for that is that we're going to have to be throwing mail at some of his minions. So once we've grabbed this here, the controller goes down. I switch to keyboard and mouse now. And then we aim, because it's a lot easier to aim just with keyboard and mouse than it is to try and use controller for this. So again, my main idea here is that I just want to make sure everybody that I'm aiming for here gets a present. You didn't because it bounced off the tree. You both did. Now that's good. Don't know why I jumped off that, but it's fine. Want to dodge his trap there again, because if you get caught by that, you're getting another contract. Doesn't mean you have to do it. I mean, we don't get our soul back either way. But we are not doing that at all. The any percent route here does unfortunately avoid most of the boss fights in the game. As the boss fights are slow, don't want to do them. Then we slow down, we grab that, we jump, and as we jump here, we pick up the controller again, switches back to our inputs for us, and we skip having a wait on this. Another reason why you just want to grab the timepiece. And unfortunately, that is the end of Subcon. It went Subcon well. Oh no. Intruder alert. We are heading off. Goodbye. So we are now going to Dead Bird Studios. Dun 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 dun. Where we're going to find my favorite character, the conductor, And you'll find out why. Like, you've probably already figured out why, actually. You've probably already figured out why. And DJ Grooves, of course. We are some girl, so I'm going to take his advice. Have a nice drink of water there. So these guys are going to just disappear on us. Anytime you see, like, kind of little jumps like that, that's the game just skipping the cutscene automatically for us. The devs put in a menu where it will skip any cutscene that doesn't have an impact on the game, basically. There's been a murder on Hazel Express? Oh, no. But are the elves in position? That's the question. So this level has a lot of kind of little checkpoint abuses going on here. What we're going to be doing at certain points is that we're going to just be making sure that we jump over the threshold for respawning, and the game will spawn us further into the level than it should. Like, for example, over here, we're meant to be using that little train, but we're not going to use it. We're just going to jump over here. And the game magically thinks, oh, you made that, so it's fine. And then we're going to skip the auto-scroller section as well. Make sure we don't get caught there. Jump on top of the sign. Jump on top of the transformer. Do a jump dive. Skipping the entire auto-scroller section. Let the penguin disappear. Oh, a little bit too quick there. Jump down. Run up the wall. And that's Deadbird Studio. Like, this was one of the longest stages that took me to finish the first time I started playing. And when I found out the speedrun strats, it's absolutely amazing. So this bit's going to go horribly wrong simply due to cutscenes being messed up. Nothing's working as intended here. So switching to keyboard again, as we're going to need to create an image for us, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to run away with that. Switch back to the controller again. As for some reason, if you use the analog stick to move the cursor, it takes forever. Just use the mouse. Oh, so we've been called a fraud. Fraud? Oh. Accidentally jumping past the timepiece. That's no good. And we are halfway there. We are on 13 of 26 timepieces. 13 out of 26. Dun dun dun. So now we are going to start in two different films. We have, or rather, one different film, and then he's kind of just going to parade us around. So we're going for a murder. We're going all Taggart honors. Been a murder. This is probably one of the best levels in terms of jumping and whatnot, and just the way the platforming works on this level. I'm going to do a quick switch here. Switching to keyboard allows you just to mash through that in time. Don't speak to the guy next to the board there. It'll force you to read your new updated terms and conditions. I mean, we've already had enough emails about that, haven't we? Why do we have to read them in-game? We're going to just grab this other yarn. Again, yarns are pretty much routed where you need to grab all the yarns that I'm doing right now. Otherwise, you're going to be one short, and you need the ice hat to get up to the mail room. So now with our detective's hat, we're going to leg it back to the back of the train. Where, unfortunately, there's been a murder. The bird is dead. I really wish I could let you guys just hear his accent, because it is absolutely phenomenal. But unfortunately, it's a speedrun. We gotta go fast. So many emails. Indeed. So the reason this level is particularly fun to do is because we are going to skip the entire investigation section of this. We just skipped about 4 rooms by jumping off those walls and hitting that button. And I'm not kidding, we have skipped about 4 rooms on that. And because of that, the game gets slightly confused here, so I can run around and do whatever. It's not going to make a difference because the game's just going to go poof and force me back here anyway. I'm going to skip this entire room just by doing a jump dive onto this pipe. Grabbing our key. Because we didn't activate any checkpoints, we just get sent back to the door. And then hopefully, I'm going to manage to pull off door skip up here as well. So jump, jump, dive, jump, face the wall, run up the wall, and hit our button. Nice. And then, if I can do this properly, it's going to be jump, jump. Nope, hold on, wait, fall down. Jump, dive, jump, up. Nice. So didn't even have to use the platform at all there. If you can get away with not hitting the button and then doing that particular wall jump, You can save the time that the little cutscene takes there. But we don't have any evidence, so we don't know who done it. Thankfully, the game decides to tell us who's the conductor. I have no idea why that music plays there, but it does. It's like, congratulations, you solved it. Yeah, but that's not the type of music you're meant to use. But no, hello, uninterested Rick. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. So that is the murder being solved. The first time when I played it, well, I chose a different person. This is indeed for charity. We are raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It's all going to them. So with our first conductor mission out of the way, we are going to go and see DJ Grooves with his picture-perfect ideas. Look at all those amazing photos. So the idea of this particular level is that we want to become Max Diva. We want to be the most known person on all of the moon. Yes, we're on the moon. That means low gravity. Whee! It's not too low, but it's low enough to have some fun with it. There we go. So grab our yarn. Grab this guy. We want to jump down for this endorsement. Oh, I remembered the word endorsement. Nice. So these guys are now very confused. They have no idea what's going on here. They've just endorsed something and they're not aware of why they've done it. But we want to just get this guy, get a photo taken from him, jump down here, get a photo taken with this guy. Hopefully I'll be able to do this properly. So I want to just wait. Jump and grab this yarn. Jump, jump, dive, jump. Nope, didn't land on it. Okay, so we're going to have to use this again. Not the fastest route in this particular part of the level, but that's fine. So again, speak to these guys. Speak to these guys. And then save the majestic Corgi. Hello, Corgi. Goodbye, Corgi. We saved it. And we are now Max Diva. We are exactly what Grooves is looking for. They love us. The audience love you, darling. So I only recently found out that you were meant to do the level effectively backwards from the way I learned it. And it's all down to having that Corgi spawn. When you start, if you go for the first endorsement to spawn the Corgi, you have to go through 2 endorsement cutscenes. Whereas if you don't, you just wait. I believe the next route for me is Train Rush. Try to remember the level route in my head here. The good thing about this is that even if you do mess up the route, as long as you gain the 26 timepieces, it doesn't matter which order you do them in. As long as you have the appropriate amount of pawns. So we are on Train Rush. So I need to come in here. I need to equip my badge again. That badge gets taken off you back in mail delivery service, as you're only allowed to have 1 badge equipped at a time. At least in the any % speedrun. So unfortunately, this guy's put a bomb in his train. Why he put a bomb on his train, we have no idea. People need to ask him these things, but he doesn't seem to give good answers. Unfortunately, donking, which means I may end up in the green gloop, giving Flubber a visit. Which is great, because we didn't. So we're just going to head our way out here. He's now chopping his train to bits. This guy really doesn't understand the idea of keeping his train good, does he? So swinging up, getting the jump out here. Hopefully this will allow me to get up. Oh, come on. The game has decided to just close. Thank you, game. Why did the game just decide to close there? Ay, ay, ay. Thankfully, we have a save file. It's not a problem. It just means we have to go back in there. Thanks, Hat in Time. That's unfortunate. I've never had that happen to me. But it's not a problem. We can jump right back into where we were if I pick the right save file. Dang it, I was on good pace there as well. Cheers, game. So, quit game, back to the main menu. First time I've ever had the game close on me. Any button, back into the save file. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but not to worry, we should still be inside Deadbird. Yeah, we're in Deadbird. Not a problem, don't have to worry about that. It just means back into Train Rush we go. Yeah, the best thing is that it automatically saves after every timepiece that you do, which is Very, very fortunate for us. It's a good marathon safe there. It's funny how there was no error message or nothing there. It just crashed. Alright, lassie. I've planted a bomb on my train, and you've got to get to the front of it in time. Why? But no, what would a marathon be without a little hiccup here and there, eh? There we go. That's actually a better jump there, which is nice.
I think you get some time back, though.
Well, we might make it back. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Again, my PB is a 59.15, I believe. So we'll see if I can still PB. Because I feel like I was on good pace, but we'll find out soon. Like, I've never actually had it crash here. Woo! There we go. GDQ first, eh? I don't think I've ever seen a GDQ run where a game has where something has never crashed. You know, there's always something that goes wrong. Thankfully, this was relatively quick to set back up and go again. Steam didn't decide to hold on to the fact that you were playing the game, even though you're not. Go up to the left-hand side here just to dodge all the exploding birthday cakes. Don't put explosives in your birthday cakes. It's not a good idea. Trust me, we've tried it. Ow. Ideally, I don't want to be holding the sprint button here, because if you do big sprint jumps here, you're wasting time. You just want to do normal jumps here. Don't get hit by lava. Yeah! You need to collect more of those 20-second chokes to make the time back. If only the game worked like that, but unfortunately it doesn't. That just makes sure that the level doesn't blow you up. There you go. So now I believe I've got 2 rifts I want to go do. We've got 1 rift on her ship herself here. We're going to jump into this little room here, jumping over the first set of boxes there just to blow up the second. That way you don't have to charge 2 potions. And we're jumping into her picture room. The picture rift. Dun dun dun. So this level has a little bit of checkpoint abuse going on. What we're going to do is, instead of going around the back of the pillar there that we're supposed to, we're going to do a double jump into a dive jump and run up the wall to activate the checkpoint. And then when we miss the platform, it spawns us up there immediately. Hopefully, we're also going to get a good jump over here, which will allow us to get to the checkpoint. Yes. Another jump here, runs up the platforms. Instead of having to use the potion here to do, well, what you're intended to do. Again, another checkpoint. Double jump up here. Come on, double jump. Okay, the camera is messing me up right now, so I'm going to just take it safe. Oh, Pokemon Snap. We can play Pokemon Snap? Yes. Let's play some Pokemon Snap. This particular level that we're in is a bunch of movies, yes. Deadbird Studio is a movie studio, and you have DJ Grooves and the conductor, each making their individual movies there. Unfortunately, they're fighting over who gets who, so you actually decide by getting the most points which one wins. That's how it works. But Pokemon Snap is appropriate. I think they have cameras in there. Maybe they just want to take some pictures of Hat Girl as well. Yeah, pictures of Hat Girl. And now we're back in here again, so I'm just not going to bother about doing the keyboard thing just in case the game decides to crash. So you can see how much slower that is, having to do that manually. But if you had a pet, what would the name of your pet's pet be? Well, she is a star. She is a massive star. So again, we're just going to do a jump, jump, dash, jump, up. Runs up the wall, hits these buttons. Now, this particular rift can be done in about 1.5 minutes if you do what is known as a sprint double jump. As I said, a sprint double jump is where you're able to release sprint, and then literally a couple of frames after releasing the sprint button, you jump. This allows you to do a double jump as you would normally, but maintaining the speed of a sprint. The problem is that if you do it too early, you're just going to do a standard long jump, and you won't get a second jump. If you do it too late, you'll get a double jump, but you won't have the sprint speed. Then there are certain jumps that require you to have a sprint double jump to make it over a gap in time. I think I might be okay here. Yeah, I am. So we want to make sure we just get up here, because we're going to use the lamppost here. Just stop up here, wait for that to turn on us. Jump, jump, dash, jump. There we go. We just made that because it was going to turn in time and knock us off the edge. You're meant to hit the buttons there to turn that into some steps, but we don't need to do that. Why is the FBI here? I think you've answered that yourself. And we just got the Kokori colors. We are now, it's now Legend of Zelda. We are Toon Link. Or Linkle, actually. So I believe now I should have enough pawns if I've been keeping track. Hint, I haven't. I have 171, that's fine. That allows us to get into the big parade, which is all good. So big parade here is this only game's like this level is the only downside of the run, in my opinion. It's effectively a 5-minute auto scroller. You can't really speed this up in any way. So we just gotta wait for the little dial that you're gonna see in the bottom right there to fill up. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna collect pawns, as we need 50 pawns to enter cheating the race. So we are just gonna make sure we grab that. But you can see the little dial there at the bottom of the corner. We gotta allow this to fill up. Once this fills, we will have, well, we'll have the level advancing. And it has to fill 3 times. And it fills at varying speeds. So we're at 38 right now. The music is great. Like, the music is definitely fantastic. After all, it's a big parade. You can't have a parade without music. The soundtrack for this game is awesome. Personally, I'm a fan of, like, the more metal boss fights and whatnot. Oh yeah, I should explain. The band is following us. They follow based on your movements. So as long as you keep moving, they won't hit you. Just don't run back into them. The downside is, if they do hit you, you are taking damage. Like I'm about to, I think. Yeah, like that. Thankfully, I was against the button, so they didn't send me flying. Usually, if you get hit by the band, you're going to go somewhere. They will send you somewhere, and you have no control over it. Like, we know we've got danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Thankfully, the penguins here like us, and they're going to keep us some health. So next up, this second section, while we're waiting for this to fill up, it takes a while to fill, unfortunately. So what we need to do is we just need to go and find a corner to stand in. I think I'm actually just going to stand over this way. I'm going to go back to where that health is, actually. But we don't want to land on any platforms that have fireworks on them at the moment. Not a good thing. The reason it's not a good thing is because you will take damage from fireworks. Who knew? I'm going to grab this from this guy. Thank you. And then that's the one there. I'm going to find the actual one I'm looking for. I accidentally picked up a DJ Grooves thing. I generally don't want to pick them up because that makes DJ Grooves win. I'm a Conductor fan. Conductor's got to win every time. So you're fine as well. It's the other one I'm looking for that is over this way. Actually, no. What we'll do... Yeah, we'll go over that way, I think. No, make it! Oh, thank God. So I'm just going to wait over here. There is a way to make this go faster by hiding. However, I think you guys deserve to see just a little bit more of the level instead of hiding away. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just get myself in position here. Ow, mate, come on. That was mean and you know it. Again, they won't hit you unless you actually stand fully still. Oh my. Okay, we're in trouble now because I'm going to get hit again. So I need to hit that. I then need to leg it over this way. Don't fall, thank you. So being at 1 health here is not good. Especially considering we now have rockets aiming for us. So this is going to be slightly slower than I would have liked it to have been. But you know what? That's fine. It hams sometimes. But yeah, we got the floats now active. They are now firing rockets at us. We've got the crowd down below that you're not allowed to hit. We've got the fireworks on the main stage going off. There's a whole lot of trouble you gotta just avoid here. But again, no way to speed it up. Oh, hello, rocket. So coming down to the last time it fills up here. Ow. I got bodied. I need that to turn off. Thank you. Woo. Go away, rocket, because I want to stand down to where my timepiece is going to be. And then if I jump in time, we will hopefully grab this. Ta-da! So that is us on 19. But we're not done with the big parade in the moon yet. We've got to go back in there because that's where our next time rift is. The downside is that also means that's where the band is. That's not good. Having the band is not good. But we're going to go find this time rift that we need to do. Dun, 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 dun. So back into big parade here. But we're going to do probably one of the best slides in the game where we just jump off here, do a dive and slide, aim properly and land right in the rift. And away we go. So the rift itself also takes on the properties of the level that you're in. This rift also has low gravity. And as I said, it also has the band, which is not good. So we're just going to skip that platforming section, activate a checkpoint. If I do this right, I will get a sprint double jump. I may not. We'll have to wait and see. Let's find out. No, we didn't. So I'm going to just take the safety route instead, which is activate the button over here and then just fall back to the checkpoint, because that activates the little bridge over here for us that allows us to just do a jump and a dive. Normally you don't have to hit the buttons. You can get away with just doing a sprint double jump. But if you do any other type of jump, if you just do a normal double jump or if you do a sprint jump, you don't have enough distance to make it, unfortunately. And then taking advantage of the physics here just to get tossed all the way up. And then I'm just going to skip these buttons entirely as well by climbing to the top of the world and then falling down to the bottom. Whee! And grabbing our timepiece. So we are on 20. I'm kind of worried. I feel like I've missed timepieces. Getting a lot of colors today as well. Why do I feel like I've missed a whole bunch of timepieces? Because I have missed a whole bunch of timepieces. Did we go back into barrel battle? I can't remember if we went back into barrel battle. Uh-oh! This is where you try and think about, why am I going into the wrong level? Well done, Arg. You numpty. Don't want this level. Back to hub, please. I can't remember if I've done barrel battle. We may have to go and check. I am going to cheat in the race, though, so it's fine. I can check that. So we go up into the award ceremony. His dancing is kind of obnoxious, means DJ Grooves has won. I have failed all conductor fans everywhere. This is not a good thing. Oh, why DJ Grooves? Why? See you later. Have a good lurk. Alright, I'm on 21. I should be on about 26. I can't remember. 26 is the final one. 25 is mailroom. 24 is cheating the race. I feel like I've missed a rift. Right, so that's all those levels done. Let's go up here. And we'll see on here. I did. I completely missed the rift. Okay, so we're gonna come back into barrel battle here because I accidentally missed the rift that I was supposed to do. I've missed 2 rifts. I've missed rifts in each place. Oh, I'm so bad. This is why I need to have notes. So we want to just jump down here because there's our rift in this area. You must be thinking, how did you miss this? You need 25 hourglasses in total. The finale gives you the 26th one that you get. But I've just made the little bit mistake here of missing the stuff that I was supposed to get. But again, this is just a good way to prove that it doesn't matter which particular order you go to. As long as you remember to actually go and get them, you're fine. How did I miss this? Like, I can't believe I actually missed that. That's a bit numpty. That's a big numpty moment for me. There we go. But yeah, hitting certain number of timepieces activates certain things within the spaceship. One of the things being activating the final level. Right now, you can't activate the lift that takes you up to the next zone. It's just not possible. You can't get there. So that's that one done. So what I need to do now is come in here and do cheating the race. So cheating the race, you're going to see here that the game is going to tell us you can't finish this because you're missing an item. If I do this properly, we get to tell the game it doesn't matter, we don't need it. I believe the item that we're missing in this one is actually the scooter. So we want to grab that, and then I want to speak to this guy, craft our ice hat, unpause the game so we get the time rift and the, or rather, timepiece and the hat. Shazam! So this is going to be a little fun section here where we're racing a mafia who's on a rocket. And if he beats us to the timepiece, we lose. So we're going to do a number of boosts here that will allow us to get to the rocket before he does. To the rocket, to the timepiece. I need this last boost down here. There we go. So we managed to grab that on that last boost that just flings us forward and allows us to finish before him. First time, nice. So I am still a timepiece missing. I need to go back to Subcon. Because we did actually miss the one in Subcon. We need 25 to get that. You see up the top there, it tells you which ones you need. It is not easy every time. I have failed that many, many times for it. So mail delivery service and that is done. So what I need to do now is I need to go into contractual. The game even told me the rift was here and I missed it. I feel like a right numpty now. I really do. Proof that it doesn't matter. That's fine. The funny thing is, though, it also means that that explains my pawn count and why I was lower on some pawns than others. Like, I was wondering why I only had about 27 as I was going into Big Parade there. Because you missed the pawns that you get in this level that I now don't need to go and grab. So jump, jump, double jump. That allows you to skip basically going around the village. There's no need to do that if you don't have to. Going to take the spider path here for safety, so just homing attack on the spiders refreshes your double jump and gives you a lot of height as well. And then we just jump into this particular rift. And hopefully this is number 25. So, village time rift. Again, as I said, it takes parts from the level that you were just in. In this particular case, it takes the invisible platforms. If you hit the bell, the platforms become visible that you can stand on. If you don't hit the bell, you will fall through them. And we'll see if we can fall through the one at the end or if we can make it. You could just log in on your laptop and chat. That's entirely up to you, mate. I do try to respond to chat while I'm running. No reason for you not to. It'd be great if you can spread the word as well. Just let people know that we're trying to raise money here. So instead of going around, I'm going to hit the bell for safety. And then hopefully... jump, jump, dash jump, grab it. Nice. That's a precise jump there that if you don't quite get that, you will miss it. And then you're going to fall down and have to go back to the checkpoint, unfortunately. So we're now back on track, which is a good sign. We only need to get one more timepiece, and that's the mailroom. And the mailroom is here, so easy enough for us to do. So just heading out the room again. Go up towards the mailroom here. Switch hats to the ice hat. This is why we need the ice hat. You literally need the ice hat for one thing. So I hope you guys are a fan of Elvis, because we've got a few birds in here that are a fan of Elvis. Yeah. See, they've got their Elvis hairdo. They love Elvis. If these guys hit you, they will send you flying. Don't let them hit you. We can do an attack against them if we want to, but there's no need. You're faster just running past them, hoping they don't hit you. So we want to just activate the checkpoint here. I'll just take the safety normal here. Jump, jump, dash, jump, and away we go. And finally, that's our 25th timepiece. And that activates the final cutscene to the last level. To das Finale. Got a remix there for one of the for the train rush levels. Here we go! Here we go! Hello, mustache girl. At this point, she's not a fan of the fact that we didn't give her a timepiece to help her out. Now, just another little warning here that we do have a donation bid war going on. At the very end of the game, you get to decide if you're going to give her a timepiece or not. I say that if you're a nice person, you'll always give her a timepiece. But it's up to you guys to decide if you want to do it or not. You guys have full control of this. So unfortunately, because the last part was there, I now have to take this route, which is not bad. Hopefully we can stand on the... Oh, knockdown. A little bit too close to the roof there, so I can't do the little... I can't do the quick thing. Come on, up, up. But we are still missing a couple of items that we need to finish the game. For example, we can't get in that giant purple block, so we're just going to skip over the gate anyway. Like, we don't need to do the gate, it's fine. But the game itself is going to tell us, you can't finish this location either. Yes, we can. So this is the final level, where we will have our final encounter with Mustache Girl. She has turned the world into the way she envisions it. Also, try not to fall in any lava. I'd like to follow his information, but yeah, we're not doing that. If I do this correctly, you're going to see us skipping pretty much the entire platforming section of this level. So, here, in here, we jump, we dash jump through the wall, and use the lava to bounce us in between these two walls. Hat Girl can now run up these two walls and head towards the top of the level. Now you'll be thinking, why on earth are we going up there? If I do this correctly, we are going to be able to slide our way, or dash our way, all the way across to the boss fight. So, oh, don't do that, game. No, we're falling down. No, dang it. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. So unfortunately, I was trying to get that, but I was just a little bit too far, so I have to repeat this. Come on, Arg, you've got this. You can do this. Or not if you do that, you can't. Let's try that again. Up, jump, jump, dash, jump. Oh, this is the worst case scenario. Okay, we made it out. It's fine. Downside is we're now at 1 health. So if I take 1 piece of damage, we're dead. Hopefully I managed to do this properly, though. And then we don't die in the boss. So I want to jump up there. Nope, not enough. I need to do that then. Fall down. There we go. Because I need to do that. Jump, jump, slide. So I want her to just kind of slowly end up here. There we go. So I want to do that the first time, but unfortunately I ended up falling down. We're now above the level, so I'll just pan the camera up so you can see exactly what we're skipping here. Going to do just a number of perfect dashes to just navigate our way across here. Unfortunately, my dashes are not that perfect at the moment. So if Toko, if you've got anything you want to say at the moment, now's a great time.
Yeah, just definitely wanted to say that we still need some donations to decide what's going to happen at the end here with the finale, so definitely get your donations in for that.
Can I put a stipulation that by default I can say yes?
What? Yeah, I would say so, because last time we didn't help her, so I think we need to have a change of heart and help her this time.
Yeah! So the only part we need to worry about for doing this skip is this room here. You can fall down there, and if you fall down, unfortunately you're kind of stuck. And you have to reset and redo this part. Why that particular part of the roof is not solid, I'm not quite sure. But then again, we're jumping across the top of the level. We're not supposed to be sure of anything. It's not kill or save. It's give her a timepiece or don't give her a timepiece. I personally always give her a timepiece. Because the story of this game is that she only becomes evil because you don't give her a timepiece and help her out. So prevent the evil before it starts. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to fall out of bounds, jump and land there, and then trigger the cutscene. So we've just skipped the entirety of the finale. And now we're on to the final boss fight. So I hope you guys all enjoy this. I love this. This is my favorite fight in the game. Oh, that's bad. Nice, got double hits there as well. Oh, she got me. Thankfully, I have the checkpoint, so that's not a problem. That is a problem. Oh, dear. Okay, I have to... That is a problem. Well, there goes PB. I thought you had the checkpoint to save that. Apparently, I went over the checkpoint and didn't get it. So we have got to redo this entire thing. Are you kidding me? No! No, that's so unfortunate. But that is why I have a 105 estimate. And then we bonked off that. No! Oh, come on, game. Let me over. Jump, jump, dash, jump. It's not letting me over the grandfather clock. Jump, jump, dash, jump. Thank you. Jump, dash, I guess. Oh, that's super unfortunate, that is. So the reason I had to leave and re-enter here is because at the room right before Mustache Girl, there is a green wall that you need to have the Dweller's Mask to get through. If you don't have the Dweller's Mask, there's no way for you to get through that. And from the area where you respawn, there is no way for you to actually get to Mustache Girl at that point. You've just got to restart. If you die, you end up back at the checkpoint, so you have to leave and re-enter. So hopefully we'll be able to get this first time and keep our health. Jump, jump, dash, jump. So that's 2 fire as normal. You can get lucky and only take 1 piece of fire damage there. But it depends on how much airtime you gain from the first bounce. So we want to jump up there, and then hope. Jump, jump, dash. So again, I'm just going to prepare to kind of get up this way. No, we missed it. We're falling down again. Bernie butt time. Bernie butt. Oh, come on, Ark. Let's not choke this. You were doing very well in practice today. Jump, jump, dash, jump. No, I didn't get enough. I almost got the one thing there to show you how it works. So again, just jumping in between the 2 walls here. So I'm actually waiting for a specific point here. Otherwise that happens. I have no idea where I am right now. Okay, that's fine. And jump, jump, dash. No, she stopped. Don't stop, Mustache Girl. Oh, this is going well right now. Mustache Girl? She's not Mustache Girl. She's Hat Girl. Oh, maybe that's why it's not working. I think I'm the wrong character. Don't stop. Will not stop. Whoa. What? Well, that's new. I have never had that happen before. That was interesting. I ended up under the lava? Interesting.
Another marathon first.
Hey.
I love it.
No, that is. This is the first time I've ever fell under the lava like that. I know you can get under the level itself, but I've never been under just the lava. Right, jump, jump, dash. And then hopefully you can stop without bonking this time. There we go. It looks like I have to stop actually on that pillar. Alright, so you get to see this part of the skip again. Hopefully, this time I have 2 health, so I shouldn't die on Mustache Girl. Unfortunately, I forgot that with her slap attack, even if she's not in range of you, she will still hit you. She seems to have this massive range that she can pull off and you can't, which is kind of not fair. But then again, maybe she is kind of a Time Lord at the moment. That's 2 never happens before as this runs. Indeed it is. 1 are going the wrong way. The second one is a legit never happened before. It's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing having never hands before. It makes things slightly more interesting. Okay, we made that jump as well, which is good. So we're just gonna run all the way along the top here again. So you can see what happens when I mistime the boost coming out there. You don't get a nice boost. You just kind of tumble back to your feet. Oh, the crash. Yeah, I completely forgot that happened. Gotta love a crash. I have a memory like a goldfish. Can't remember what happened 30 minutes ago. Alright, so once again, double jump up the pillar, onto the invisible wall you can't see. Jump down the side of this pillar. Make sure you land on the timepieces. I'm just going to slide down for safety there. Because you want to do that. If you accidentally fall down, you will die. You do not want to fall down at all. Right. Let's try this again. She tried to hit me that time and it didn't work, which is good. Nice double hit, triple hit, quad hit. There you go. Yes, I got a quad hit. All right, welcome to the second phase of the boss fight where we are now finally fine. I warn you now, rip bitrate incoming. So this particular boss now, she has changed the arena and she has a whole bunch of powers in different phases. Phase 1 here is she's going to run away and fire... Well, she's going to do a number of attacks. She's either going to slap me, fire beams at me, like this, or she's going to jump in the air and throw timepieces, like that. If she jumps in the air and throws timepieces at us, we can still hit her by correctly throwing a potion at her. The angle needs to be quite precise to get it, so you want to make sure you're in range while you're doing it. We're now going into phase 2, where she's going to constantly do beams, and we're not going to be able to get anywhere near her, unfortunately. But thankfully, the rest of the characters are here to help us. Conductor can use Mafia Ball better than the Mafia can. The irony is not lost on me on that one. So as long as she's doing that, I can hit her with that instead of having to wait on the ball coming back down. Anytime she's using a beam, if you try and get close to her, you will miss. She is now on phase 3 with a shield. We can only hit her once her shield is down, and we can only get rid of the shield with a cherry bomb. So we have to wait for them to sign the contract. Hopefully she will be nice and allow us to get multiple hits with one cherry bomb. We will have to wait and see. That exploded because she was in the way. Are you kidding me? Okay, no, she moved it. I thought it exploded, but she just moved it. All right, you can do... Oh, and then it did blow up because, you know... Well, this phase 2 is not going well. Right. You're not allowed to get hit. Oh my god. Would you stop it, girl? I'm doing very poorly on this boss fight now. She's gonna hit me. Oh, she didn't. Okay, so this is gonna be like 5 cherries now. Where's my cherry? There's my cherry. Stop throwing the cherries away! And then she moved. Throw the cherry, hit her, whack her. Right, so I gotta be careful not to take damage here, because if I do, it's gonna be very bad, because I don't know where I'm gonna end up. That should hurt, because she was in the air. Okay, she's transitioning into 3rd phase for us, thankfully. That was fairly bad play by me. So now all these people have realized that if they die, they give us health. So everybody's going to sacrifice themselves and give us basically unlimited health. We become super form at this point. Poof! So time is coming up once I grab the last set of timepieces once this passes. So I gotta get another 4 or 5 hits on her, and then you'll see the timepiece we need to grab. So her attacks are the same, they're just more frantic now. So we just gotta hit her from everything if we can. It's easier said than done at times. I need her not to do that attack. I don't like that attack. Nice, we got her in the air there. Jump, jump, smack her. There we go. So time is coming up in the next 5-10 seconds here. Bad Brits race at the heart of streams. It is when you've got things like that happening. So get ready. Time is in 3, 2, 1. Time. I'm going to say right now that was very close to my estimate. Oh boy. At least on the end game time anyway. What was the stream time?
It was close to around 107, but given all the issues we had, hey, I'll go ahead and give that back to you. GG.
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yeah, that's just it's times like this where you're thankful when the game devs actually have an in-game time for you, so you know what happens. But interesting how the game just decided to close itself, man. Very interesting. Anyway,
yeah, that's unreal.
It is, yeah. Like unreal. No error message, not just close. Anyway, it's that time. Are we giving her a piece or are we not? Are we being nice or are we being evil?
For the kids, we're gonna be nice. Let's go ahead and give her a timepiece.
Yes, she's getting the timepiece. My record of giving her a timepiece is still intact. Booyah! So there you go, guys. That's Hat in Time any % with a few crashes and mishaps in between. Gotta love the finale skip though. Like, finale skip went just the way finale skip normally goes. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. I will catch you later. I know coming up next we have Pokemon Snap. So get your cameras at the ready. "26 timepieces, and that is us."
Alright, so we're going to be back a little bit later with some Pokemon Snap with CC Neverender, and Ark will be back as well with some Sonic Mania later on, so stay tuned for that. And we did meet the donation center for that awesome Sonic hat, so if you want some more hat action, definitely come back for that run.
Oh, we'll be back this Sonic hat. Why? See you later, guys.